It's the Easton Zoning Board of Appeals meeting for Tuesday, February 8th, 2022. I mean, I can't promise you got 4 votes, but I don't anticipate we're going to have any major stumbling blocks either. So
could I just share that Ryan Cook is emailing that he's having trouble getting in too. He's trying to get in.
Okay. Somebody's on a phone.
Oh.
Ed, is that you?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Something's going on with the speakers, even though I had them all tested.
Okay. No problem.
But yeah, you can see me.
I can see
now
you.
You can hear me.
Do me a favor, just in case your speakers, well, never mind, I can do it. I'm going to mute you on the screen. So that will stay on the phone. We can still see you and we can go from there.
Thank you.
That'll be fine. I apologize for the delay.
No worries. No worries. All right. So why don't we start off? This is 6:30 public hearing, variance number 22-1, applicant seeking zoning relief to construct a new home in the business district for property located at 842 Washington Street. Mr. Clerk, would you like to read the comments, if any?
Sure. The Easton Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing on Tuesday, February 8th, 2022 at 6:30 p.m. to be held remotely on the petition variance Cedar Point LLC for property located at 842 Washington Street, Easton. Assessors map 43U lot 88 for a variance pursuant to Easton Code Book Chapter 235, zoning 235-16, Appendix B and Appendix B 13. To allow zoning relief to construct a new home, the virtual meeting link will be contained within a posted agenda at least 48 hours in advance of the meeting. The notice is also available at masspublicnotices.org. DPW, here are the following comments. DPW, Historical Commission, Affordable Housing Trust, all not applicable. Board of Health recommends, lot has been perked and will support a septic system. Environmental Planner, not applicable. Fire Department considers it complete. No comments or concerns from the Fire Department. Planning and Zoning Board voted to recommend. On January 31st, 2022, Planning and Zoning discussed variance 22-1, 842 Washington Street, and vote unanimously 5-1 to recommend the application. And that's all I have.
Okay, great. Before we get going, the members sitting on this hearing tonight are myself, Steve Marlin, Ryan Cook, Tim McCall, and Jeremy Kay. Just in case you break up, Ed, I'll let the 5 of us do this just in case you drop or something.
I agree.
Attorney Cassavant, well, to refresh everybody's memory, we did grant a variance for this property back in November. There's been some changes to the plan which necessitated a follow-up application. So Attorney Cassavant, if you want to just sort of summarize the difference between what we allowed for in November and what you're looking for now, that'd be great.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Good evening, Mr. Chairman and members of the board. Again, I represent Cedar Point LLC, which is owned by Michael Heichel, who now owns this piece of property. And yes, we were before you at the end of last year, and you did allow the variances. The difference between the two, it's relatively minimal. The prior plan had a distance of 23 feet on the sides. The new plan is 22.5 feet. The front was 54, it's now 53. The rear was 43, which really didn't require any relief, but they added a small deck because they changed the style of this home from to a raised ranch, which sort of necessitates the deck off of the back. So it's a 12 by 14 deck, and that'll be 34 feet from the rear lot line. The current zoning in this business district requires 40. those are really the only changes dimensionally to the house. I'd make the same arguments as I made last time, really the shape of the lot, the angular shape. It's tough to position a home in there. It really is very similar to all the other homes. If you look on the old plan we submitted, which was part of the memo in the current application, it's just one of those neighborhoods with these small 10,000 square foot or so size lots, and the houses are all close to the lines and clearly are, legal non-conforming with grandfathered status. Ours at some point, I believe in 2010, was taken down without the owner really knowing he could lose that grandfathered status. So really trying to put somewhere very similar to what's in the neighborhood already. And again, if there's any other questions, I'm happy to answer them. I think I could rely on the memo and the plans that have been submitted.
While I open it up to the board for questions, if there's any members of the public here that do have any questions or would like to be heard, if you can use the raise hand function on the bottom of your screen, or if you're calling in on a phone, *9 will raise your hand, and I will get to questions from the public as soon as we've opened it up to members of the board. Steve, any questions?
Nothing.
Tim?
I don't have any.
Ryan?
Nothing.
Jeremy?
No questions.
Okay. I didn't necessarily think that was going to take very long, so I don't. Just give it a minute, see if anybody wants to speak. If not, I don't have any questions either.
Move to close the hearing then.
That okay with you, Rick?
Yes, thank you for your time. I appreciate
Okay,
it.
no problem.
Second that.
Motion made by Mr. Merlin to close the hearing, seconded by Mr. Cook. All in favor, Steve,
Yes.
Ryan,
Yes.
Jeremy,
Yes,
Tim?
Yes.
And I'll vote to close as well. Somebody want to make a motion on the application?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve made by Mr. Merlin, seconded by
Seconded.
Cook.
everyone. Mr. Cook will go with. All those in favor, Steve,
Yes.
Brian,
Yes.
Tim,
Yes.
Jeremy,
yes.
and I'll vote to approve as well. Thanks, Rick. We'll get that drawn up for you and sent over as quickly as we can.
Great. Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate it.
All right, have a good
All
night.
right.
You too. Thank you.
Thanks. All right. Next thing on our agenda is continued 6:35, continued public hearing, comprehensive permit number 21-10 for Blackledge LLC, properties located at 87 and 91 Union Street. We have two letters from the applicant, one requesting that we continue tonight's hearing until March 15th, 2022. Suzanne, do we have anything else on for that evening or pending that might be on that evening?
No,
No, okay. Let's, you know what, just in case, we could still have something come in though, right? We have enough time?
we could have something come up.
Okay. Just to be safe, why don't we suggest we put it on on the 15th at 6:35, if that works. That'll give us
Yes,
an opportunity to slide something else in at 6:30 if we get an application.
yes.
Okay. Somebody want to make a motion to continue to March 15th, 2022 at 6:35?
Can I make an observation first?
That's the next vote.
Oh, okay.
You're
Motion
talking
to,
about the
motion-
timing?
well, they keep asking, no, I guess they keep asking for a continuance. It's not, this is 9 months in. It comes a time when maybe next time I'm not going to be ready to give a continuance, but I don't have any problem today.
Okay. Okay.
So motion to continue to March 15 at 6:35.
Made by Mr. Merlin, seconded by
Seconded.
Mr. McCall. All in favor, Steve,
Yes.
Tim,
Yes.
Ed,
Yes.
and I'll vote to continue as well. I don't know if Ryan or Jeremy can or need to vote on this. I don't think you do, so. Okay, Suzanne?
Yes,
Okay, and we have a second letter of request asking us to enlarge the time for the board to close the public hearing through April 15th, 2022 as well from this applicant.
April 15th?
Yes,
I'm not keen on that. It's too far out. I'll go with anyone else though.
That would be the deadline, is what they're asking for.
that would be our deadline to close the hearing. So based upon where we wound up at our last hearing and depending on, what we accomplish at the next hearing, we may or may not have sufficient information in front of us in order to be able to close the hearing and vote on it. I don't know. I can't tell you one way or the other.
When-
Yeah, I mean,
When's the-
in
what's
first
the
3 or
date of
4
the
meetings,
April
there was
meeting?
missing information each time, so it's been hard to really get it all together. So I
Right.
would say, I would be in favor of extending it to the 15th of April.
What's the date of the April meeting?
Suzanne, do you know?
Yes, April 12th.
Okay, so that would
Oh,
give
okay.
us, that would in theory give us two more hearings if needed
Okay.
to be able to close it out within the time frame.
Okay,
You good with that, Steve?
I'll have to be.
Okay. I mean, truthfully, I'm not sure we're gonna be done in March. We may be, maybe I'll be surprised. I don't know.
I'm not gonna make the motion though.
Okay, that's fine. Somebody else want to make a motion, Tim? Ed,
So am I making it till the 12th or the 15th?
the 15th, that was their request.
For the letter.
There we go. Motion to extend the deadline to April 15th,
To close the
2022.
hearing. Okay, motion made by Mr. McCall, seconded by
Seconded.
Mr. Watson. All in favor, Tim,
Yes,
Ed,
Yes.
Stephen,
Yes,
and I'll vote to extend as well, approve the request. So we're good there. Approval of the minutes from the July 11th, 2022 hearing. Anybody have any comments on those? Anybody want to make a motion to approve
is
those?
that right? July 11, 2022?
Did I say July? January?
Yes.
It's been one of those days.
I didn't think I missed spring yet. so.
I wish we were reviewing the July 11th meeting minutes. January 11th. Anybody want to make a motion on that?
Yeah, motion to approve.
Motion made by Mr. Merlin, seconded by
seconded.
Mr. McCall. All in favor, Steve,
Yes,
Tim,
Yes,
Ryan,
Yes.
Ed,
Yes.
and I'll vote to approve as well. Last thing on the agenda is the 2021 annual report. Suzanne had circulated that. Did anybody have a chance to take a look at it? Anybody have any questions, concerns?
no. Motion to approve the report.
Okay, motion to approve the 2021 annual report made by Mr. Merlin, seconded by
seconded.
Mr. McCall. All in favor, Steve,
Yes,
Tim,
Yes,
Ryan,
Yes.
Ed,
Yes.
and I'll vote to approve as well. I think that is it for this evening. Suzanne, am I missing anything?
No.
Okay.
What's that?
Hey,
Uh,
Mike,
Yeah,
do we have any idea when we're gonna be back to in person?
so all I know as of right now, and unless I missed something, is we are on Zoom through April. Suzanne, do you know anything more than I know?
I know there's a meeting this week, so I will know more in a few days. But
Okay,
they may try and figure out a hybrid.
okay, but we are confirmed remote for March and April, correct?
I'm not sure. I'll know more this week.
Okay,
Excellent.
Probably
March at least.
March at least.
yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, I don't think we have to change anything for that.
As soon as I know, I will let you know.
Okay, perfect, sounds good.
All right, motion to adjourn If that's in
Motion to
order.
adjourn made by Mr. Merlin, seconded by.
Second.
Mr. Cox. All in favor, Steve,
Yes.
Tim,
Yes.
Ryan,
Yes.
Jeremy,
Yes.
and I'll vote to adjourn as well. And I'm sure Ed does too, so.
Excellent.
All right, thank you, guys.
Okay,
Appreciate
take
it.
care.
And I guess we'll see you in March in a month.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
Bye.
See you in March.
Take care.
Thank you. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
joining.